Hey guys, it's Rita and baby. Here's my belly. I realized I have not showed you guys my belly in a few weeks. I think like 2 weeks. So I'm not going to stand up because I'm very not feeling well. But there's my belly. Ugh. Oh, that's a horrible belly shot, but you know, you get what you pay for. No. And I hope you guys can hear me. I have a fan going in the background, so hopefully you can. But yeah, so I have some exciting news for you guys in this video. Hence the title, Say What? But basically this is going to be my 37-week vlog. I'm currently 37 weeks and 3 days. It's Friday, August 31st, 2012, and I will not be 38 weeks until Tuesday, the day after the holiday. So, I waited to do my vlog until today, of course, because I had my appointment today. I've been having my appointments on Fridays. So, I was late to my appointment this morning, and I was really afraid that they weren't going to take me. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, they have to take me because I'm a patient who's later in pregnancy, so I doubt they would send me home for another week without checking on me. Which was the truth. They did. They did not send me home, I mean. So, everything was fine. My blood pressure was fine. Baby's heart rate this time was 134 beats per minute. I know last time I told you guys it was only 120, and I was a little worried because that was low, because normally he's like 140, 150, and now he's 134, so I don't know what's going on with him. But like I said, the doctor said it's fine, no concerns or anything. So speaking of doctors, I was with the doctor that I really like. She's awesome, Dr. Swanson. So I was happy that I got to see her because she's like real attentive, and she like comes in and she asks like important questions where some people come in and they just measure you and weigh you and they don't really care. She like asks questions, and then like if you give her a long-winded answer, she listens and she follows up. So I really like her. I was glad I got to see her. Speaking of weight, I lost 2 pounds, which could be a sign that I'm getting ready to go into labor, or it could just be because I've been eating healthy. I've been craving nothing but fruit all week, and prime example, last night for dinner I ate a half a watermelon and that was it, and I've been like chewing on ice. So maybe that's why I lost weight, or maybe it's because I'm getting ready to go into labor or something. So, but they weren't really concerned. They were just like, oh, okay, you lost a little weight. So then I went, she checked the baby's heart rate, she measured my belly, I'm measuring on track. She asked me a few questions about my itching, if I was still having itching, my back pain, hip pain, all that good stuff. She told me that all of my cultures, meaning all my HIV, STD, and my Group B strep test, which is very important, ladies, all came back negative. So that was good to know. Those better have been the results. No. But then she was like, okay, well, do you want to get checked this week or no? She was like, it's up to you. You know, some women don't want to get checked. And I was like, no. I said, you can go ahead and check. You know, I'd like to know, especially since, you know, you told me the week before that I was about 2.5 centimeters dilated. So she went and got the nurse, and they come back in, and she starts to check me. And you know how like they check you with like fingers to see how far dilated you are? Well, she was checking me, and I could feel her checking me, because like I felt, I don't want to say TMI, but I felt, you know, 1 finger, then 2 fingers, then 3 fingers. And she kept going, and and kept going. And she was like making a face, and then she's like, oh honey, what number child is this for you? And I was like, number 2. I was like, I only have a daughter. And then she was like, interesting. And she said, well honey, she was like, you are already about a good 5 centimeters dilated. Yeah. She was like, you're 4 and about 3/4, just about 5. I basically stretched you to like 5. I said, okay, I'm glad I told you to go ahead and check me. And I mean, it kind of makes sense though, because I do feel lots of pressure down there, and my vagina, sorry, TMI again, but this is a pregnancy vlog, has been a little sore. And when I say sore, it kind of reminds me of how it felt after I had Kimora, from you know, her laboring and pushing, and you know, you're swollen down there and stuff like that. It's kind of that feeling, but obviously not as painful. So it makes sense, because I guess maybe there's a head bearing down there, you know, bearing down on me. So yeah, so I was like, okay, well, what do I do? And she was like, well, there's nothing that you really can do. She was like, you know, you still have some softening or effacement that needs to happen. She was like, you're not, you know, 100% effaced or anything like that. I think she said that I was like maybe 50% effaced. So like 5 centimeters, 50% effaced. And she was like, so you just have to hold on. She was like, just keep doing what you're doing, keep walking. And she said, the one thing that I will advise you, she said, is because you're already 5 centimeters dilated. She said, if your water breaks or you start having contractions, she was like, do not play around at all with getting here to the hospital. And she was like, because the baby could come in no time. And she said, you could end up having the baby somewhere you don't want to, or, you know, getting yourself in a sticky situation. So, you know, if you think you're having contractions or your water breaks, come to the hospital immediately. You know, don't play around. Which I'm not. And another reason I'm glad I got checked, because if I didn't get checked and I did start having contractions or my water broke, I probably would, you know, take my sweet old time getting to the hospital, depending on how painful they were. And that might have been detrimental, now that I know I'm already 5 centimeters dilated. Which, by the way, has any of you ladies out there ever been freaking 5 centimeters dilated and not in labor? Like, it baffles me. I'm really baffled right now. And I'm kind of uneasy. I really don't like the idea of walking around being 5 centimeters dilated. I know I walked around for a month being 3 centimeters dilated with Kimora, but I mean, come on. 3, 5, 5's closer to 10 than 3 is, so I don't know. I just feel weird about it. So I stayed at work until like freaking 8:30 today. I went in at 8:30 this morning and I left at like 8:30 at night. Just trying to get in some paperwork just in case I don't make it back to work on Tuesday after the holiday. I didn't get everything done I needed to get done, but hey, at least, you know, they won't be as unprepared as they would have if I would have left work on time today. So yeah, I mean, as far as like physical symptoms right now, I would just say like I definitely feel very low. I feel lots of pressure. Like I said, the JJ's sore. I think some people call it fire crotch for a better lack of words. Like I said, wanting ice and wanting water, wanting cold fruit has been kind of what the consensus I've been feeling. And what else? Those are really all of my symptoms that I have right now. Yeah. And I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but I might as well tell you now about my addiction to Pine Sol. And yeah. You know how like some people when they're pregnant they eat stuff that is not food? Like some people will eat chalk and some people will eat cornstarch. Well, I'm not eating Pine Sol. Please don't spread that rumor. But I'm addicted to the smell. I literally go through like a bottle a week cleaning. And I will like, I have a spray bottle, and like if I'm in the kitchen like cooking, or if I'm in the kitchen like cleaning or doing anything, I'll like spray it in the sink and then like run hot water so that like I smell it. And I thought that was like, I was like kind of getting concerned because I was like, that might be dangerous because I'm inhaling it. But then I was looking it up online, and apparently there are a lot of pregnant women that are addicted to the smell of Pine Sol. And I haven't mentioned it to my doctor because I'm kind of embarrassed, and Keith laughs at me, and you know, I don't know. It is weird, but like I'm really addicted to the smell, like bad, to the point where like I have to wipe down the counters in the kitchen every time I walk in the kitchen with Pine Sol. At work, I wipe down my desk in Pine Sol, and my coworkers look at me like I'm crazy. It's weird. But anyway, I thought I would mention that to you guys. So here's the plan. Tonight I'm going to try some old-fashioned way of induction, if you guys know what I mean. And then if that doesn't work, tomorrow me and Keith plan to get up and take a long walk. And then after that long walk, we are going to go get pedicures together. Kimora is not here. Keith took her. He's not here right now because he actually just went to go drop her off at his parents' in Delaware. Since we have a long weekend, we figured, you know, might as well go ahead and take her up there just in case. And it's a long weekend, so it'll be convenient. We wouldn't have to scramble and worry about what to do with Kimora. So I'm also going to try to go get some videos done, upload some stuff for you guys just in case, such as nursery tour, hospital bag, things like that. So alright guys, show you my belly one more time. Ugh. So here's my belly. Alright guys, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video, whatever that may be. Bye.